Are you serious? A 6.1 in New Zealand? Are you serious? Are you serious? I'm Pastor Paul Begley, and we're live from Tiberias on the Sea of Galilee tonight. I want to welcome all of you to this live broadcast. Ohio, I'm going to tell you about this train derailment that's unbelievable. But first, let's put a shout out right now, if we could, for healthwithpaul.com. That's www.healthwithpaul.com. Guys, seriously, collagen, the powder, it's awesome. Five different types of collagen: fish, plant, and egg collagen, and it will bring back that youthful look. Your face will just glow. I'm serious, and the wrinkles will start to go away. Your hair will start to be a little fuller. Your fingernails get stronger. Inflammation starts going out in the joints. Are you serious? Go to www.healthwithpaul.com. That's www.healthwithpaul.com. I'm hearing from people who's using it now, and they're getting back to me, and they're saying, it's working, it's working, it's working. So check it out at www.healthwithpaul.com. Now, here's what's going on. Ohio, a catastrophe. It's wake-up call time to dangers of deadly train derailments. The next derailment could be catastrophic, cataclysmic, of biblical proportion if action isn't taken after the incident near the Ohio-Pennsylvania border, according to experts. You see, 5 days after a train carrying vinyl chloride derailed and exploded near the Ohio-Pennsylvania border. We have a problem? What's the problem?
2023 CX1. Is that what blew up?
It's, well, I haven't got that down far into the article. Let me keep going and let's see. Okay, so no, you hang on, because maybe we got another derailment. Thousands, anyway, it exploded near the, the crews ignited a controlled burn of toxic chemicals to prevent much more dangerous explosion. Thousands in East Palestine, a town of about 5,000 people in Ohio, evacuated, and officials warned the controlled burn would create a hydrogen chloride plume across the region. It is a highly toxic gas that can cause vomiting and breathing trouble, and was used as a weapon in the First World War. What is this stuff doing out on the rail? And though no one died in this incident, this catastrophe, folks, serves as a wake-up call to the potential for more, and I should put my mic up here, a wake-up call for more, and now my mic's going hot. I got to fix that. I'm so sorry. I got to get that distortion down. Are you serious? Get the distortion down. It serves as a wake-up call for more deadly freight rail derailments. Public health advocates are warning. Now my camera's falling down. Okay, what's wrong with all the equipment around here? Is it the operator here? Probably is me. Though no one died, it's a wake-up call. By one estimate, 25 million Americans live in an oil train blast zone, and had the derailment occurred just a few miles east, it would be burning in downtown Pittsburgh, with tens of thousands of residents in immediate danger. An ineffective oversight and a largely self-monitoring industry that has cut the nation's rail workforce to the bone in recent years as it puts record profits over safety is responsible for this accident, said Ron Kamikow, an Amtrak locomotive engineer and former Norfolk Southern freight engineer. Matter of fact, he said that the Palestine wreck is the tip of the iceberg and a red flag, said Kamikow, who is a secretary for the Railroad Workers Union. a non-profit labor group that coordinates with the nation's rail unions. And if something is not done, then it's going to get worse. And the next derailment could be cataclysmic. And about 4.5 million tons of toxic chemicals are shipped by rail each year, an average of 12,000 rail cars carrying hazardous materials pass through cities and towns each day, according to the U.S. Department of Transportation. That would be Pete Buttigieg. That's who's the Secretary of Transportation. That's under his category. The latest accident comes after 47 people were killed in the town of Lac Mégantic, Quebec, in 2013 when a runaway train exploded. In February 2020, a crude oil train derailed and exploded outside of Saskatchewan, and an ethanol train in Kentucky derailed and burst into flames a week later. The Pittsburgh region alone has seen 8 train derailments over the last 5 years, just in Pittsburgh area. According to the public health advocacy group Rail Pollution Protection Pittsburgh, about 1,700 annually occur nationally. What? The cause of the Pittsburgh accident highlights the Madrid ways in which things can go wrong. A crack in the track ignored by the rail companies caused a 2018 derailment with another train hit a dump truck at a crossing with inadequate safety equipment. A broken axle in the train car is thought to be the source of the East Palestine accident. Excuse me. Up to 50% of volatile crude oil refined on the East Coast currently runs through Metro Pittsburgh. About 176,000 Pittsburgh residents live in the derailment blast zone. Rail traffic is projected to increase through the region as a new Shell plastics plant comes online, and rail infrastructure like tracks and bridges are in a precarious state, according to Glenn Olkhurst, founder of the RPPP. The railroads are playing Russian roulette with Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We are a prime candidate for a major derailment and explosion. Still, the U.S. Transportation Department, under Pete Buttigieg, in 2020 approved a rule to allow liquefied natural gas, or LNG, to be shipped via rail with no additional safety regulations. Trains can now run 100 or more tank cars filled with 30,000 gallons of this same substance, largely from shale fields to saltwater ports. The decision was opposed by local leaders in the union, fire departments, and the NTSB. The risk of a catastrophic LNG releases in accidents is too great not to have an operational controls in place before large blocks of tank cars and unit trains proliferate. Just 22 tank cars filled with LNG hold the same amount of energy as Hiroshima bomb. A coalition of environmental groups are working in comments to regulate opposing LNG rail rule changes in 2020. So this is very dangerous. Now, Heidi, what do you have? You have another situation?
No, it's the asteroid that exploded over France today.
Which was over the English Channel.
Over the English Channel.
I'll come back. Okay, I'm going to talk about that one. I'll be back to talk about that situation that developed today on the meteorite that exploded over the English Channel near France. So we'll be back and talk about that in a few minutes. So set tight. We are live from Tiberias, Israel, along the sea, the beautiful Sea of Galilee, where today we had an unbelievable day. And we baptized, was it 40, Heidi? I think that's what they told me. I baptized 40 people today in the Jordan River. 2 were from Canada. 2 were from Guatemala. 1 was from Mexico. And 1 was from Israel. And the rest were from the United States. And just miraculous gathering at the River Jordan. Wow. Are you serious? We'll be showing you some footage on that in the next day or two. it's just unbelievable what's taking place. Meanwhile, we left Jerusalem this morning just before the protest went on in Jerusalem with 80,000 people protesting against the government's judicial reforms, trying to reform the Supreme Court system, as the people were protesting against that. But we're understanding some of these are paid actors, and some of it is different groups that are building coalitions. Really, they're fighting against Benjamin Netanyahu and his conservative government. But again, let's just see how that all plays out. It was peaceful, though. They are very peaceful protesters, so that's good. I'll be back. Give your life to Jesus Christ. I'll be back in just a few moments with another major story about the heavens on fire. I'll be right back.